about kindness, it's about hearts open wide. It's about love, it's about passion, it's about taking a chance. It's about love, it's about service, it's about lending a hand. It's about love, it's about laughter, it's about comfort and smiles. It's about love, it's about kindness, it's about hearts open wide. It's about love, it's about passion, it's about taking a chance. It's about love, it's about service, it's about lending a hand. About lending a hand. Swing wide the doors, the time is right. Swing wide the doors to let in the light. Bring in the dawn for humankind. Swing wide the doors of this heart and mind. Swing wide the doors of this heart and mind. Aloha, kakahiaka.
Aloha.
We're so happy to I hear an echo. Okay. We are so happy to have you here at Unity Church of Hawaii on this beautiful, rainy, but still beautiful February morning, where we are here celebrating Black History Month with the sound of Motown. Woo! So get ready, fasten your seatbelts. We want you to have a good time in church here today. So please stand as you are able, and let's bring out our inner light.
1, 2, 1, 2.
This inner light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. This inner light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. This inner light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. Let it shine, let it shine, let it shine. Shining all over the world, I'm gonna let it shine. Shining all over the world, I'm gonna let it shine. Shining all over the world, I'm gonna let it shine. Let it shine, let it shine, let it shine. Hiding under a bushel, no, I'm gonna let it shine. Hiding under a bushel, no, I'm gonna let it shine. Hiding under a bushel, no, I'm gonna let it shine. Let it shine, let it shine, let it shine. This inner light of mine, come on now, I'm gonna let it shine, let it shine. This inner light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. Go back, Margie. This inner light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. Let it shine, let it shine, let it
Woo! Thank you, Zamar. This inner light of mine. I'm so used to saying this little light of mine with a Keiki Chapel. Well, aloha, welcome. Hello, Reverend Tim. There you are. Where have you been? Okay, aloha, welcome to Unity Church of Hawaii on this beautiful February morn. And what a glorious day it is. We have Reverend Tim back. Thank you, Reverend Tim. You came in late last night, and I'm surprised that you're here this morning. And yeah, here at Unity Church of Hawaii, some of you may be new, so I just want to let you in on a little secret here in these Pacific Islands. Here at Unity Church of Hawaii, we are here to foster personal transformation, creative relationships, and compassionate sacred service. And the ways that we show up really do represent the power of God in our lives. we affirm this. Whenever we show up in love, in kindness, in compassion, we're letting the world know this is what God represents in my life. And we use affirmative statements to really grasp the feeling, because it's the feeling that gets the blessing. We use affirmations to really impress the subconscious mind with these things of good, these things of God. So today, let us try on an affirmation, a statement of truth. So let's just breathe in deeply as we say this statement of truth together. I am the radiant center of light of God. Together, I am the radiant center of light of God. I have come here to explore this holy purpose. Together, I have come here to explore this holy purpose. I allow God to live freely through me. I allow God to live freely through me, as me, in love and in service. And when we can take that statement of truth and really embody it, not just say it, but feel it. Feel the emotions that come up with it when you go deeper into what that means. And as we go deeper into this feeling, let us now rise, greet one another with the spirit of aloha, with hugs, high fives, and handshakes.
Remain standing as you are able. Let's all be one in the Spirit.
We are one in the Spirit. We are one in the Lord. We are one in the Spirit. We are one in the Lord. Pray that our unity will this day be restored, and we'll know we're one family by our love, by our love. Yes, we'll know we're one family by our love. We will walk with each other. We will walk side by side. We will walk with each other. We will walk side by side, and we'll guard each one's dignity and save each one their pride. And we'll know we're one family by our love, by our love. Yes, we'll know we're one family by our love. We will walk with each other. We will walk each other. We will walk hand in hand, and together we'll show the world that God is in our land. And we'll know we're one family by our love, by our love. Yes, we'll know we're one family by our love. All praise to the Spirit, from whom all blessings come, and all praise to the Christhood in each daughter and son, and all praise to the Spirit that makes us all one. And we'll know we're one family by our love, by our love. Yes, we'll know we're one family by
love. And we'll know we're one family by our love, by our love. Yes, we'll know we're one family by our love.
Right. Thank you, Zamar. Aloha. It's so good to be back in warm Hawaii. I'm serious. I had to come here to thaw out. So it's so good to be here, and we welcome you here. I'm Reverend Tim Lytle, Senior Minister here at Unity Church of Hawaii. We're getting some wonderful rain today. Isn't it beautiful? I love it. I love the sound of the rain. Early this morning, I was out walking in the rain and looking at and I could smell plumeria coming off the mountain. Oh, it's so beautiful. So it's wonderful to have all of you here. Thank you for braving the storm to be here. And if this is your first time here or first time since I became the senior minister here, we have a kukui nut lei for you, and we also have a packet of information. And in that packet of information, there is a breakfast pass. If you would like a free breakfast, hey, if you're first time since I came here, would you please stand? Anybody? Here we are. Thanks for coming. Thank you. Good. Thank you for being here. And we're bringing that packet and a kukui nut lei. And we have some others over here. Thank you so much. And we're going to give you a blessing. If you're okay with remaining standing, we'd like to give you a blessing. Okay, let's get the energy going. This will also help warm your hands. If you're real Hawaiian and you think it's cold, just warm your hands up. Okay. All right, extend your hands. Repeat after me. We bless you. We know who you really are. You are the love and light of God. Here on this planet. To do amazing things. And we are here to support you. To love you. To celebrate you. Welcome to Unity. Let's give them some love. Thank you. Thanks for being here. And so following the service, you can go right down here, and that is where you can get your free breakfast. You go down these steps, and so if some of you see someone with the brown kukui nut lei, be sure and welcome them, greet them, help them down here to the front of the line, okay? And if we haven't met yet, feel free to come up to the end of the, or front of the line, not end of the line, front of the line, at the end of the service today. So we can meet. All right. So we have lots of people who watch us on our YouTube channel. They watch us on our website. They watch us on Alelo Television. They listen to us on KSUN Radio in Wichita, Kansas. And in all sorts of bootleg videos, maybe, too. So let's give a shaka to all of our wonderful love streamers. We love you, and we're so glad that you are here with us. Thank you for joining us. And we know that where you are, God is. God is fully present there, as is here. And so we are one ohana, one family, and we love you, we welcome you, and we bless you. Let's give them some love. Thank you for joining us. All right, this morning we have the amazing Reverend Johanna Kelly, who is assisting us on the platform, and Reverend Margie is going to be leading us, in the meditation and daily word today. And you can get your copy of the daily word down here in Connection Central on your way to breakfast. So, Reverend Johanna, what's the news?
All right, I only got good news, Reverend Tim. So today is the last day to renew your membership. And so there was an extension that allowed you to renew it till February 10th. Today is February 10th. So after today's service, go down to Connection Central, see if your name is on the membership list. If it is not, and you believe you are a member, fill out the membership renewal form there. Or you can go online to our membership resources and fill out the online membership form as well. All entries must be received by midnight tonight. After that, if you haven't renewed, then you will be unable to vote in this in the annual election in March. Also today at 1 p.m. is board talk. If you have a question for the Board of Trustees, you want to know where the direction of where this community is heading. We also, if you've seen on your blue slip, we have an interim minister coming in. They will be there at 1 p.m. today to answer any questions that you may have regarding what's happening within the community as well. And then also prayer chaplains at 1 p.m. today. There will be a prayer chaplain meeting up in room 201 with Reverend Tim and Reverend Margie as well. So let's see. Also, we have 8 candidates for Board of Trustees. And so we received a yes. Thank you to all of those. We have 8 individuals. If you would please stand. Oh, not candidates. That's right. Excuse me. We have 8 individuals that have applied. They have applications in. Thank you, Reverend Tim, for the correction. So if you would please stand if you submitted your board application. We have Salim Ahmed, Bonita Bethards, Richard Hughes, Chris Vaughn, Ricky Banning, Latrice Campbell, Eric Quam, and Ralph Whitaker. So, thank you for saying yes to service. And right now we are going through the discernment process, and it's important that you get to know each one of these applicants as well. If they are serving on the board, see how it was that they voted, if they supported the senior minister, if they upheld unity principles, and if they have not served on the board before, if you've never seen them on the board or they didn't serve in that capacity, see how they've shown up within the community in service. And so just get to know each one of these individuals, and more information will be available as who the final applicants are after the discernment process. After vetting, excuse me, yes. And this Friday at 6 p.m. is Reverend Tim and Olga Lucia's going away disco Dharma, or Dharma disco. So please join us for a time of celebration to say aloha oi to our beloved Reverend Tim and Olga Lucia. In the back of your chairs, or in the front of your chairs right there, you'll see envelopes. Suggested love offering is $5 to help cover the cost of food. So the main dish will be provided, and drinks and beverages. We're asking each one of you, if you can, to bring a dessert or a side item. So main course is provided with drinks or with beverages as well. Just bring a dessert if you feel to do so. It's $5 suggested love offering, and we will see you there. So 6 to 9 are this coming Friday. There's more information. There's more news in your bulletin. Please check it out. Read everyone carefully so you don't miss the wonderful opportunities here at Unity Church of Hawaii. Back to you, Reverend Tim.
We are one, we are one. I am you, you are me, we are one. And in this unity, we will live in harmony, and peace will come, 'cause we are one.
As we move into this time of prayer, we know together the presence of God is right here where we sit, right where we are. Whether we are love streaming or here physically, we know God is right where we are. I invite you, if you wish, relax your gaze or close your eyes. Take a deep breath and drop into your heart space. Your heart space, the presence of God, the kingdom of heaven within. Jesus said the kingdom of heaven is within you. So we turn to this kingdom of heaven within, and we open our hearts, God, to your presence, to your peace, to your love. Knowing love is truly the only way. That whatever we do by our ego will fall, but whatever we do based in love is based in the presence of God. We lift up all the concerns of our hearts, all the things going on in our world, as we go into a couple of moments of silence, lifting our prayers and intentions. God, we give thanks for this time together. We give thanks for the beautiful rain. We give thanks for your presence that is with us in all circumstances, each and every day. We love you. We love one another. We love ourselves. We are in love. We give thanks, and so it is. Amen.
Today's daily word, spiritual being. I begin each day dedicated to fulfilling my spiritual purpose. Let's speak that together. I begin each day dedicated to fulfilling my spiritual purpose. And the message on today's theme, because I am a spiritual being, I am more than a physical body. My needs go beyond food and water. I find spiritual nourishment in prayer and meditation. Jesus knew the importance of realizing our inseparable relationship with the divine and taught that God is a living presence within. Realizing the importance of this teaching, I now recognize that the more time I spend in prayer, the more I will experience a sense of oneness with God and with all creation. Any earthly challenges are transformed by the divine presence within. I release all concerns with a quiet realization, a gentle knowing that the spiritual being I am is not limited in any way. From Scripture, the Psalms 40, verses 7 and 8. Then I said, here I am. In the scroll of the book it is written of me, I delight to do your will, O my God. Your law is written within my heart. Take a breath with me and center in this thought of beginning each day dedicated to fulfilling your spiritual purpose. As we hold that idea in our heart and in our mind, a vision of what that may look like may blossom within your mind at this moment. A sense of calling from deep within your soul that moves you forward in your own spiritual journey, in your own process of greater transformation and connection to the God of your being, moving you forward in sacred service. So we trust in the process of the unlimited nature of our holy self, our whole and holy being feels this call, says yes, yes to the presence of Spirit. And when we say yes to our soul's presence, the universe opens ways that we could not have imagined until in faith we take that first step forward saying, yes, here I am, Lord. yes. Guide and direct me. Yes. And so center in that presence and allow the silence to carry your vision from your heart to your conscious mind in these moments. In deep gratitude and faithful knowing that the universe carries us forward when we take one step in the direction of our heart's yearning and say, yes, Lord, I say yes. And so it is.
Holy words, long preserved for our walk in this world. They resound with God's own heart. Oh, let the ancient words impart. Words of life, words of hope, give us strength, help us go. In this world, where'er we roam, ancient words will guide us home. Ancient words ever true, changing me and changing you. We have come with open hearts. Oh, let the ancient words impart. Holy words of our faith, handed down to this age, came to us through sacrifice. Oh, heed the faithful words of Christ. Holy words, long preserved for our walk in this world. They resound with God's own heart. Oh, let the ancient words impart. Ancient words ever true, changing me and changing you. We have come with open hearts. Oh, let the ancient words impart. Jesus too taught us to pray, saying, and let's pray together. Our Father, who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done, on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our trespasses, as we forgive those who trespass against us. And leave us not in temptation, but deliver us from error. For thine is the kingdom, and the power, and the glory, forever and ever. Amen. Ancient words ever true, changing me and changing you. We have come with open hearts. Oh, let the ancient words impart.
Are you ready?
Welcome to Motown Sunday. This is fun, yeah? This is good. Big fun. All right, today we're looking at what's it going to be? The love of power or the power of love? Now I'm going to share one of my favorite scriptures from Jimi Hendrix. Whoop. We're still adjusting to this mic. All right. When the power of love overcomes the love of power, the world will know peace. Let me say that again. When the power of love overcomes the love of power, the world will know peace. And here's one from Mahatma Gandhi. A coward is incapable of exhibiting love. It is the prerogative of the brave. So I want to talk about the power of love and how the power of love overcomes all other things. What I have recognized in my own life is that when I have done things from my ego, what I have noticed is that those things crumble. They eventually fall down. They have to, because the ego is very temporal. It's very temporary. Hi, you coming to me? Okay. That could be a future minister. That's what I did when I was 2 years old. So I think they know where they want to be. Okay. So, the power of love versus the power of the love of power, the love of ego. Now, I'm not giving ego a bad rap. I mean, the ego is important. It's valuable. Just like a car. A car helps you to get around. Helps you to get around the island. The ego helps you to get around in life. Helps you to watch out for things that could be of danger, could be of concern. But here's the thing. You need to be the driver of the car, not the other way around. And with the ego, not allow the ego to be driving your life. The ego can inform you about concerns, but when we come from the place of love, then we are coming from a place of substance. We're coming from the absolute. Charles Fillmore talked a lot about the absolute. And one of the qualities of the absolute is love. Did you know that's your true nature? It wasn't a rhetorical question. Did you know that your true nature is love? Yes. Yes, it is. That's why it feels so good when we allow ourselves to love. That's why God set up this amazing situation in life where many of us found ourselves in this situation where we had to make ourselves vulnerable and enter into a love relationship. It meant taking a big risk. Some of us got hurt doing that. Nevertheless, it was a great risk to stretch us into our true nature, which is to love. And what I notice is that when I live from a place of love, then life goes much, much better. You know, yesterday, flying on the plane, and, you know, there's, wherever you go, there's people who complain. Wherever you go, there's people who complain. And so there were people who were complaining about this or that or other things in regards to airplane travel and so forth. But what I would do is just engage with people, smile, talk with them, show love, and then they light up. And it's like, oh, okay. Because then it's then that we're engaging our true nature. That's why love feels so good. Because it's engaging our true nature. Now, love doesn't mean going along with everything. Nice jacket. It doesn't mean just going along with everything. Some people confuse love with enabling. Love is not enabling. In fact, enabling is not a loving behavior. Enabling means that, well, okay, like in an alcoholic family, someone who is drinking and maybe sometimes they're abusive to family members and sometimes they are, you know, they can't go to work because they're having a binge, drinking binge or whatever. Those of you who are in recovery know about this, and those of us who've grown up in those families know about this. Everybody knows there's a problem except the people who are living in the house who are being in denial many times, and they're making excuses for the person, and so they give them money, they give them stuff. Johnny's sick today, he can't come to work, and you know, that's enabling. That helps the person to continue in their destructive pattern. A person has a very difficult time being an active alcoholic or addict without an enabler. Most addicts or alcoholics find an enabler, you know, and they'll look for one. They'll look for one in a relationship, maybe not consciously, but someone who will enable them. That's not love. Scott Peck, in his book, The Road Less Traveled, defines love as extending ourselves for the spiritual growth of another person. Now, I would say for ourselves as well. So it's extending ourselves for the benefit, the spiritual growth. And growth doesn't occur by just always, being mamby-pamby about everything. So let's not confuse what love is. But Charles Fillmore called love the great harmonizer, the great unifying power. Whatever it is that we love in our lives, we have the tendency to harmonize, unify ourselves with that. So, I was on the plane yesterday, and I was thinking, I was praying and I was chanting the whole time. But I thought, part of the flight was on American Airlines, and so American Airlines has free movies. I thought, I've kind of wanted to see that Bohemian Rhapsody movie about Freddie Mercury, if any of you know about that. And so I started watching that movie, and what I noticed is his love of music, his love of entertaining, his love for theatrics. He drew himself to that. It was the power of love that drew him to what he was doing. Just as you are using the power of love to draw yourself to what you are experiencing in your lives. And if you don't like what's showing up in your life, here's the good news. You can change the movie. You can go to a different movie. It's like, no, this is not the drama I want to be in. This is not the movie I want to be in. I can change that. So you can use the power of love, the harmonizing power of love, to unify you and harmonize you towards that which you truly desire. So desiring, longing for, loving, leads you towards what you want. Now, this may not sound very complimentary to me, but I was talking with a minister in Wichita, Kansas a few years ago. And I showed, and we're good friends. And I showed him a picture of my wife. He's like, wow, she's really beautiful. Does she have eye problems? Some of you got that. But the power of love can overcome any of those obstacles that you might think are there. Hallelujah. Can I hear an amen? The power of love can overcome that which presents as an obstacle. Love means standing in your truth. Love means speaking your truth. Love means acting from that place of truth, from that place of love. So love is truly the greatest power. In the Course in Miracles, there is a premise for all of the Course in Miracles. And that premise states this, that nothing real can be threatened. Nothing unreal exists. Herein lies the peace of God. When we live from a place of love, we are grounding ourselves in that which is real, and nothing can threaten that. Now, on a personal note, I'm doing some grieving. I'm doing some grieving about leaving here. Yeah, I feel called to go to Unity and Marin. Yeah, I love those people, yeah. But I'm grieving about leaving here because there's so many wonderful people here and so many wonderful ministries here. And I love Hawaii, frankly. It's beautiful. I love the people here. So I'm doing some grieving. And as I was flying on the plane last night, I realized I wouldn't be grieving if I didn't love. It's not bad to grieve. Grieving means that you have loved. If there's a relationship that is broken up, if there is loss of health, if there is whatever it may be, if you are grieving, it means you have loved. And that love can never be threatened. It can never be destroyed. So this is something that actually you have no control over. I will always love you. Always. And I will always hold you in my heart. Love is the greatest power. Mahatma Gandhi, that I quoted from, used the power of love to transform an entire country, a subcontinent. By using the power of love, you can change your life. You can change your circumstances. You can so identify yourself with the true nature of God, which is love. That's your true nature, by the way. Because you are the outpicturing of God. That's why it feels so good to love. Because it's then that you're expressing your God qualities. So the power of love. When the power of love overcomes the love of power, then we can truly know peace. Aloha.
Come on in. Come on in through the love train. Love train. Ride. Let it ride. Ride. Let it ride. Let it
Oh wow, that's so fun. We should have done this more often, yeah? All right? Okay. As we prepare our offerings, our tithes, place it over your heart. Repeat after me. I give my offering.
I give my offering
From a consciousness of joy,
from the consciousness of joy,
abundance,
abundance,
and gratitude.
and gratitude.
And so it is.
And so it is.
Amen.
Well, I'm walking
Walking in the Spirit.
and I'm talking.
Walking in the Spirit.
I'm learning.
Spirit.
I'm turning.
Turning in the Spirit.
I'm growing.
Growing in the Spirit.
And it's showing.
Growing in the Spirit.
I'm walking with the Spirit in front of me. Well, I'm walking
Walking in the Spirit.
and I'm talking.
Walking in the Spirit.
I'm learning.
Spirit.
I'm turning.
Turning in the Spirit.
I'm growing.
Growing in the Spirit.
And it's showing.
Growing in the Spirit.
Well, I'm walking with the Spirit in front of me. When I find myself in one of those situations that's leading to some kind of trauma or confrontation, I go within and get plugged in, my friend, before it's too late. I put the Spirit in front of me to make those crooked places straight. I'm walking
Walking in the Spirit.
and I'm talking.
Talking to the Spirit.
I'm learning.
Learning from the Spirit.
I'm turning.
Turning to the Spirit.
I'm growing.
Growing in the Spirit.
And it's showing.
Growing in the Spirit.
I'm walking with the Spirit in front of me. When I find myself in one of those situations when I don't know what to do and I've got no explanation, I go within and get plugged in for a revelation. And 10 times out of 9 things will work out fine without my participation. Oh, I'm walking
Walking in the Spirit.
and I'm talking.
Talking to the Spirit.
I'm learning.
Spirit.
I'm turning.
Turning from the Spirit.
I'm growing.
Growing in the Spirit.
And it's showing.
Growing in the Spirit.
I'm walking with the Spirit in front of me. Here we go. Do that walk, do that walking with the Spirit in front of me. Well, I'm walking
Walking with the Spirit.
and I'm talking.
Talking to the Spirit.
I'm learning
Learning from the Spirit.
and I'm turning.
Learning from the Spirit.
I'm growing
Growing in the Spirit.
and it's showing up. It's showing that I'm walking with the Spirit in front of me. Don't you know that I'm walking with the Spirit in front of me? One more time, that I'm walking with the Spirit in front of me. Oh, yeah. Oh, yes, I am. Hallelujah. Yes, I am.
Yeah.
All right. Thank you. All right, so as we extend our hands to this offering, we bless this offering into consciousness, knowing it represents infinite substance of which there is never any lack or limitation of any kind. Recirculating, celebrating the abundance, living itself as us, going from here to be the light of the world. And we say together, and so it is. Amen, amen, amen. Thank you. Yeah, get warmed up, right? There you go. All right. And if you're interested, okay, the website where you can watch me in the future, my first Sunday in Marin is March 24th. So, Unity in Marin, no spaces, unityinmarin.org. That's the website. And so, it's so good to have all of you here. Thank you. And we have some wonderful prayer chaplains, and we're going to have a prayer chaplain meeting today at 1 o'clock. So, prayer chaplains that are here and available to pray with you following the service. They will know the truth with you and hold that in confidentiality and celebrate the truth with you. All right. Thank you, prayer chaplains. All right. All right. Let's join hands and sing together our peace song, Aloha Oi.
See you next week.